everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cast.
Welcome back. Love to have you here.
We're coming here from the Just Hammer bunker, deep in the bowels of Menominee Falls.
If you you might see a couple kids' toys around here, but that's Dad Hammer for you.
Sure. So we've got similar armies as last time. I've got a Soulblight army against a Destruction army.
I'm bringing the Dad bots today. Ogor Mawtribes. We're ready for you this time.
Right on. Look forward to it. Let's get into the list.
Let's do it. Alright, so today I'm bringing the Mawtribes. I'm going to have the Blood Gullet sub-faction. The Tyrant is going to be my general. He's going to have the Gruesome Trophy Rack as his artifact. And Fate Seeker is his big name. That will increase his save by 1. The Trophy Rack will help me against all your heroes and monsters. It gives +1 to hit for everything within 12. Then I have a Slaughtermaster with his pot. That should boost up my Gluttons. He gives, and he has 2 spells, one being Ribcracker and the other being Blood Feast. And then I have a Butcher with a Cleaver. He has the artifact from the battalion, or the sub-faction, which is the Splatter Cleaver, which will heal when he does wounds. And he knows Ribcracker, which is the most important spell in the army, and Greasy Deluge. I have, people say the Gluttons aren't good, I love them. I got 2 big units of 12, a unit of 8 Iron Guts, 20 Nodlars, 2 Lead Belchers, all wrapped up in the Goremand battalion, which will enable 2 spells. Well, that's not the 2 spells apiece. 2 spells apiece come from the sub-faction, and then Goremand lets me re-roll on my pot. So, looking forward to it.
The wizard build of ogres.
Yes.
Let's get into the vamps. So I've got a relatively similar list. Still exploring the Kastelai Dynasty a little bit before I move on to what I think is maybe a little bit more competitive.
Last time.
It did. I think it's got some potential. I'm running Manfred again.
Nice.
He was such a beast. Prince Vordry instead of the Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. Hopefully this time I'll get into combat.
I'm worried about it.
I've got a Necromancer, and then I've got the Vengorian Lord, which is a unit that I like, Justin doesn't like.
I like knowing what my heroes are going to do at the beginning of the turn. But we'll see.
We'll find out this game whether it's worth it or not. I've also got 2 units of 5 Blood Knights, and 1 unit of 20 zombies, 1 unit of 30 skeletons.
Ooh.
Which I'm hoping the 30 skeletons are difficult to shift.
They're going to be a problem.
All right. Soulblight gets to deploy first. Won the roll-off. We're going to be playing Blade's Edge, which is always an interesting one. It definitely pays to get up early. I've got to do my grave sites first.
Have some fun.
Yeah. So hero phase, I've got a few things to do. I'm going to bank my command point. Manfred doesn't have a useful target for most of his spells. He does have Mystic Shield. I'm just going to go ahead and cast that. Going off on a 7.
Is that his only spell, or
he has one more? He has another cast, but he doesn't have anything to do with it.
Alright. I get +1 to unbind, so it'll be a 7 on base.
Okay. And then the Vangorian Lord is going to cast Amethystine Pinions, going off on an 8.
Should have rolled under that.
Okay. And the Prince Borderai is going to cast Quick Blood. It's a War Scroll spell, +1 hit, +1 wound, fails on a 3. The Necromancer is going to cast Van Hels on the skeletons.
Oh, I forgot to do that on that.
On a 10.
You're good.
Okay.
And that's until your next hero phase, right?
Correct. And then I think we can get on to movement. And that's where I'm at after movement. Got a few charges lined up. Some things ran. The Blood Knights ran in the middle. Skeletons ran over here on the side. Some things deep struck in. Manfred has a potential charge. The zombies have a potential charge. And the Blood Knights. So let's see what I can do.
Roll it in the tray.
Sure. Blood Knights going first. They got a 4. They're not going to get in. The zombies have an 11, so they are definitely going to make it in. And then one more charge to make with Manfred. Got a 5, he's not going to make it in.
Spend that command point.
I think I'm good not making it in. So overall, made at least one of my clutch charges.
At the end of your charge, the Noblars on a 6-up, you'll take D3 mortals. Ooh, D3.
Okay.
For 2.
2 of them. I should be wholly within 12 of this gravesite here. Yep, I do get my 2 of them.
Yep.
Deathless minions. Okay, 2 dead. Alright, and then I'm going to activate first with the zombies, of course. And pile them in. They can pile in up to 6 inches. Alright, so that should be 18 of them in. They've got 1 attack each. Alright, these are hitting on 5s and wounding on 5s. 6s to hit are mortals.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Pretty good. Definitely above average there. That is going to be, we got first off 5 mortal wounds into the Noblars.
Sure.
And then 5s to wound. 1 more, no rend.
Not dead so far. 1 more, no rend. This is a 6-up. Nope.
Okay, and so 6 dead total. So on 2-ups, they're going to come back. Or rather, they're going to get added to the unit. So that is 5 zombies added to the unit.
Just in time to die. We're going to pile in with my big old iron guts first. So it's going to be, they each get 3 attacks. They all hit on 3s, except for the leader, who is Mr. Hooky over here. He gets an extra attack. So it's going to be 19 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, -1. 3s. Ooh, not a good roll. And 3s. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at -1 run.
No save. How much damage each?
3 damage each.
So 27 damage.
So 27 damage.
Okay. Seems effective.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. 27 6.
Deathlesses, yeah. Seems a little bit silly to make them, but I'll roll them anyway. Right, looking for 6s.
No, pretty good. No, maybe not. How many do you have to make to have water on?
I saved 6 there.
You got 23.
Yep, there are going to be 2 left after that.
I still have my gulping bites.
They're going to die to battle shock, but go ahead and finish them off with the gulping bites.
So that's only 1 each, though. So these will be on 3s and 3s again. 3s. 3s. 2 at no run.
No save, so 2 more damage.
Yep.
Alright, that's the unit. So definitely a mistake pulling them into combat.
Did you not know that they had a 2-inch reach?
I didn't know that their damage output would be that big.
I'm actually not going to auto-pass Battle Shock here. So the Noblars have 4 bravery. They lost 5. So they're going to lose D6 plus 1. Are you... I lost 6. D6 plus 2. I'm going to lose 7 more.
Alright, and then on a 5-up, no, none of your units died, but on a 5-up, I'll get that unit back at the end of Battle Shock. I do half of that size unit, so 10 zombies coming back on, maybe salvaging some of this. And so at the end of my turn then, I'm scoring 5 of the objectives, which I'll definitely take. I feel pretty good about that. I definitely got the lucky roll with the zombies, but not too bad overall. Into Glutton's bottom of 1.
Yep. So I'm first going to try Greasy Deluge. I pick 1 unit with the 18. Goes off on a 6 on dice. I'm going to target. Yeah. I'm going to target Manfred.
Okay.
It will subtract 1 from his hit rolls. It's going to go off on an 8.
Okay. Can I attempt to unbind with the Vampire Lord? Or with Prince Vordry, rather.
Very good.
Blocked on a 10.
And then he is going to attempt to cast Mystic Shield. It will go off on a 7.
Okay. Blocking with Manfred. Goes off.
Alright, I'll have Mystic Shield on this group. He is going to pull from his pot. That's a good one. That will give you +1 to hit on this unit of buttons right there.
Sure.
He is going to attempt to cast Blood Feast on that same unit. He'll need a 6 on dice. He's going to get it on a 10.
Okay. The Vangorian Lord attempt to unbind. Goes off.
So they will have +1 attack.
Okay.
That's all for my spells. I'm going to just set them up as reminders. I've been known to forget about Mystic Shield a time or 2. Oh wait, did he just cast once? He has another spell.
You've cast 3 spells so far.
I don't know if he's within. I'm going to attempt to cast Ribcracker if I can. I can. Ribcracker will go off on a 7 +1 6 on dice. It's gonna go off on a 10 as well.
Okay. It's either Manfred's. I think it's Manfred's second unbind. It goes off. So here's where we sit after movement in the bottom of 1. The ogres have moved up, and they are threatening on all fronts.
We're fat boys. We gotta get up there. It's time to eat. The lead belchers. They only have a 12-inch range. So let me see if I'm even in.
Should be.
Yeah. Ready for some insanely good attacks?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
What do they got?
2d3. 4, 3. These are going to hit on 4s.
And wound on
3s.
Okay.
They will not do anything.
Okay.
Into charges. Into charges. I'm going to charge with my good sirs first. They have approximately a
Maybe a 4.
4. So charging with these guys is big because they do mortal wounds on the charge.
Got it.
So that's
plenty.
huge. 11.
That big charge roll is definitely going to hurt.
He's got about a 9-inch charge. He's going to attempt to charge.
9 will do.
He's got about a 9-inch charge. So let's just see how I roll. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that.
Okay. Command point to reroll the charge.
Oh!
Not any better.
Yikes. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I rolled an 11-inch charge with 8. On 4 ups, I'll do a mortal wound.
Sure.
That was good. I got 3, 6, 9. I rolled 1 too many. I'm just going to take 1 out.
Okay.
So I got
8 mortal wounds.
7.
7. I don't have a source
Wait.
of...
That was right. Sorry.
Okay.
It was 8.
8 mortal wounds. I don't have a source of deathless minions around, so that is going to kill 2 of them.
And then the Tyrant rolled a 9, but because he's only a unit of 1, I believe these are on 6s. Okay, so this is 9, 6 up. Ooh, rolling hot.
3 of them.
3.
I do have deathless minions on the zombies.
Okay. How do you get it from for the zombies?
The grave site.
Oh yeah.
On 6s. Nope. So that is 3 dead zombies.
I'm gonna get kind of crazy, and I'm actually going to attack with my tyrant first.
Okay.
Thunder Mace. This is 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 1 at negative.
No, it goes through.
It's 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Deathless. Saved none of them. 3 more dead.
And then we got his Beast Skewer Glaive. Freeze. And 3s. For 1 at D3 damage. For 1.
Okay. Deathless. Save that one.
Oh. And then 3. 3. Just 1 damage.
Okay. Deathless. Nope. 1 more dead.
I think I made a mistake, but it's too late now.
Alright. I will fight, of course, with the Blood Knights. They each get 3 sword and lance attacks. The leader gets an extra 1. So it's going to be 10 3s and 3s. Four hits. And 4 wounds at -1.
This will be 4 5-ups. Need 2 of them. Damage?
1 each.
So we'll have 2 on this guy.
And then the hooves and teeth. I've got 9 4s and 4s.
Not too bad.
5 of them. And 3 of them convert. So 3 at no rent.
3 4-ups. So you're going to kill 1 guy.
I'll take it.
You're next. So I did not kill my leader. 3, 7, 10. It's basically 19 minus 3, so 16. 16 3s and 3s. That was really good. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 11 at -1 run.
Okay, that puts them on a 4-up. A fairly decent roll, but they're 3 damage each, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the unit. I will activate with the zombies. They each get 1 attack. Fishing for 6s, 5s are hits, no hits. I do owe you a battle shock with the zombies. 7 of them died. They've got a bravery of 10. So 2 more are going to run away.
Huge.
Still control the objective, fortunately.
Don't, though, because you're playing against ogres.
Oh, ogres.
And he is 2 models, sir.
Fair.
So I'm going to get 4 points, so it's going to
Sure.
be 5 to 4. And then the huge priority roll.
Before the priority roll, how do you feel about the position here?
Okay, so I'm very happy. Okay, I mean, you haven't played the zombies much, and you haven't played against Iron Guts before. I feel like I got fortunate to wipe out that unit of zombies pretty well, and get rid of that unit of Blood Knights. I'm a little nervous about the middle of the board, although it's a wound dense unit that should have Mystic Shield on it. So I don't know. How do you feel? I feel pretty good right now. I feel like I have a lot of wounds on the board. You're gonna have to do some work. My guys all count for a lot of models.
I definitely underestimated the output that that unit in particular had. They're 3 attacks each at 3 damage.
I can't fail. Yep.
Yeah, they're potentially 9 damage per model. Tremendous amount of damage there. So it was definitely a mistake in hindsight, playing as aggressively as I did there. I was really hoping to bog you down for a little bit of time there, and that kind of fell through a little bit. But at least I've gotten them out of position a little bit, which can be
they're definitely way out of position now.
That
they're fairly fast, but they're not attacking this turn.
Yeah, can be consequential on Blade's Edge for sure to just get people out of the way. But I'm not sure exactly what kind of output I'll get over there, so that'll be fairly interesting to see.
You have a decision. Do you want to actually leave Manfred? If you get the turn and you take it, do you want to leave Manfred in a position where he can get attacked, or do you do what people normally do on Blade's Edge, give away the turn, then Manfred's pretty available to go where he wants, but then you're leaving a lot of guys right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult decision if I do win the priority. We'll see how this goes. It is your choice.
I'm going to give it to you, and I am going to get rid of the objective that is sitting under all those skeletons back there.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do that and then get into the top of round 2. All right, ready for the top of round 2. I feel like I've got myself in a hole already, so we'll see if I can start digging out of it a little bit. I first am going to find out whether the Vangorian Lord can run and charge or use command abilities this turn. We're in round 2. So I rolled a 6, which means he can use command abilities, can't run and charge.
Wouldn't it be nice if he could run and charge?
I think he'll do just fine. Manfred is going to cast Fading Vigor on your the block in the center.
Sure.
That's going off on a 9.
The guy that's +1 to unbind will attempt to unbind. He's going to need a 9 on dice. He will not.
Okay. So they are -1 to attacks. He's going to cast his War Scroll spell then on the... you'll have to help me with the name. The guys with cannons.
Lead Belchers.
Lead Belchers. So that is going off on a 10.
So this is like the Mortal Wound thing?
Yep.
And you have a couple of spells left?
3 more spells after this, yep.
That's fine.
Okay. So on the Lead Belchers, on a 3-up. Yes. 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
On the guy with the Maw Pot. Yes. 2 mortal wounds. The guy with the Cleaver. Nope. The big block in the center. Nope. And the other big block. Yes. 2 mortal wounds. And did I miss any other units over there? The Vangorian Lord is then going to cast his War Scroll spell. It goes off on a 6. Clotted Deluge. This is going to be +1 to wound for attacks against that unit's 12-inch range. So that's on the unit in the middle. It is failing. Prince Vordry is going to cast his War Scroll spell, which is Quick Blood. It's going off maybe on a 6. Let me check the casting value. That one fails as well. And the Necromancer is going to cast Van Hells on the skeletons. Going off on a 9.
It needs a 10 to unbind.
Alright, I am going to spend 1 command point with Manfred to use his command ability, which is the +1 hit, +1 wound, wholly within 12 inches. And then we will get into movement. I don't have anybody in range to use Deathly Invocation on the zombie here, so we'll get into movement. Alright, and here's how we look after movement. The vampires just moved forward and to the side to try to take back some of those objectives on the side. I'm going to start by shooting with Prince Vordry. He doesn't have a shooting attack technically, but on a 3-up he's going to do d6 mortals to a unit within 9 inches. So that's going to be that big block. Yes. 2 mortal wounds.
So is it a shooting attack or not? Because...
No.
Okay.
It's an ability that happens in the shooting phase.
Alright, so how many? 2?
2 mortal wounds, yeah. Alright, and then I've got some charges to make. I'm going to start from my right. So the skeletons, they're going in on a 10.
How far away is he?
He had enough movement to be 3 inches away from him.
Okay. So he's like hovering up here 3 inches that way?
Yep. So his charge, Prince Vordry, makes it in with a 5. Just fit him in where he'll fit. Nudge him my way a little bit if he can. There we go. Manfred is going to charge as well. 9 inches. He's just going to tag in to the back corner of that one that has wounds on him. Perfect. Now the Blood Knights are going to charge. They got a 6. And then my Vengorian Horde couldn't run and charge.
Nablar 6.
Goes 4 inches. All right. I think I'm going to fight first with Prince Vordry. So Vordry, his spell didn't go off, but Manfred is giving him the +1 to hit, +1 to wound, as if it did. He does get some bonuses on the charge. Let's see what he can do. So his lance has 4 attacks. These are currently on 2s and 2s. All of them hit. All of them wound. These are at -3.
They're going to go right through.
And they are 4 damage apiece.
So this guy's going to die, and then I'm going to throw 2 over there.
So there was 12 more damage to allocate.
Oh,
It was
I'm sorry.
4 at 4 damage each.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so how many total did she do?
16. Killed 4 of them. Okay, then his maws, he gets 3 of these. They are down to 3s and 2s. All hits. 2 at -2.
They're going to go right through.
D6 each. 7 damage. And then the claws, also on 3s and 2s. That is 3 at -1.
3 6-up re-rolling ones. Nope. I'll go through.
2 damage on each of those.
So that's 3, right? So 6 damage.
6 damage, yep.
That's 5.
And it is your activation.
I'm going to go with my Tyrant into your Vengorian Lord.
Okay.
He has some abilities against monsters. He's going to be +1 to hit because of his gruesome trophy rack.
Okay.
So his first attack is 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s.
Oh, he's -1 to wound. So wounding on 4s.
So 1 goes through.
Okay. And
-2 round.
Okay, so it reduces the rend by 1. So that'll mean this is on a 4-up save. Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage. Got it.
And then these 2 will hit. So this is 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. If I have a 6, that one can potentially do D6 instead of D3.
Okay.
Nope. And this will wound on a 4.
-1 to wound.
Nope. Okay. And then his Gulping Bite will be on a 3. And a 3. No run.
Okay. That's on a 3-up. And I failed it.
1 damage.
1 damage. So he has taken 4. I will then...
Did I bracket him at all?
He doesn't bracket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the perks of such an incredible model. I'll go ahead and pile in with Manfred just a little bit if you can help me there. Just enough to get in. Manfred also +1 to hit and +1 to wound. So he's got 4 attacks with Geist 4. These are on 2s and 2s. Oh. 3 at -1.
3 6-ups, rerolling 1s. 1 passed. Damage.
D3 damage each. So 5.
This guy will die. And then we'll put the other damage on.
Okay. And then the Sickle Glaive, 2 at 2s and 2s. That is 2 at -1.
6s, rerolling 1s. Nope.
And they are 2 damage each. Okay. The Ebon Claws, 6 of them, they're 3s and 2s currently. That is 1 at -2.
It's going to go through.
2 damage. And then the Spectral...
I did 1 mortal wound back to him.
Okay, he
On
ignores
that
the
6.
first wound on a face, so he ignores it. Well, actually, let me 6-up. Okay, now he ignores it. And now the Spectral Claws are on 4s and 3s, but 6s to hit are mortals. So 2 mortals and 2 hits. No wounds. So 2 mortals.
You did all that work and you're not going to get that objective. Let me just check. Make sure I gotta make sure that 6.
That is the end of Manfred's activation. Your activation.
We will go with the Noblars. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Noblars. Fives and fives. These guys are pissed. 2 and no run.
Okay. They're on 3-ups. Saved them. I think the Vengorian... actually, yes, the Vengorian will put all of his attacks into the Tyrant. So he is at 4 saber attacks, 3s and 3s. He is not wholly within 12 of Manfred, unfortunately.
That is 2 at -1.
2 4-ups. Pass 1 failed one.
2 damage. He's got 3 Gourd Wrench Talon attacks. These are 4s and 3s. 2 hits. 2 wounds at -1.
4-ups. Made 1, missed 1.
D6 damage. 4 damage on that one. And then D6 attacks with the tail. 6 attacks with the tail. And these are just 4s and 4s. Okay, 3 hits. 2 at no rent.
2 4-ups.
3 ups, right?
Oh, 3-ups, yeah. He made them both.
Yeah. And that is the Vangorian.
These 2 guys will go in. I left my leader out, but they're down to 3s and they're 3 and 2 attacks apiece. 3s and 3s. Just 1.
Okay, at 3 up. Made it.
And then Gulping Bites. 3s and 3s. Nope.
Okay. I've got the Blood Knights to go. I don't think there's any way I can get one over into the Tyrant. I'm going to pile in just a little bit.
I'm just going to take these guys off.
Sure. And then I've got the zombie. Fishing for 6s. Failed to get the 6. It's your fight.
I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, leader, 5, 6, 7. 7 guys fighting. They're gonna have 4 attacks pieces up for the leader's gonna have 5. So 24, 29 attacks. If I did my math right. Hitting on 2s.
With the gluttons going into the skeletons. One miss, not bad.
This one's kind of cocked. Do you want me to reroll it? I'll reroll it. That's fine. Wounding on 3s. I'll add
Because the
4s.
exploding 6s?
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
And then these are going to wound on 3s. Not great. Alright, so we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 in a run.
Okay. So that is 18 5-ups for the skeletons. Not overall too bad. I'm going to pull the 5s and 6s out here, and then they're 2 damage each, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 4, 8, 12 of them going through. 6, 8, 12. So that is 24 total damage. 6 up Deathless Minions, re-rolling once.
Looks good.
And so overall, I'm going to save just a few of them. But we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 dead skeletons.
We're not done.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So yeah, these are going to be 14 attacks hitting on 2s, winning on 3s. 5. 2s. Missed on 3. 3s. It's another 3, 6, 7, 8, no rend.
Okay. So that's 8 5-ups. Saved one of them. And these are 1 damage each, right?
Yep.
Okay, 6 up Deathless, rerolling 1s. That's pretty good. Reroll the 1. So that is a total of 3 more dead. Could have been a lot worse. Alright, so that's my dead pile. There are 23 in the dead pile, so I'm going to roll 23 dice. And on 4-ups, when I activate them, those 23 are coming back.
And you can do it again when you pile in with animals, right?
That's correct. Okay, so 23, looking for 4s. We've got a total of 11 there coming back. Okay, so the champion gets 2 attacks. These are 3s and 3s. 1 hit, 1 wound. No rend. And then the other 15.
No, I went through. Close ones for.
Sure. So 15, these are on 3s and 4s. Good to hit roll. That is going to be 6 at no rend.
6 5-ups. Need 1. So you're going to kill
1 damage.
1.5 so far.
And then on their second activation, I've
I
got
think you actually killed 2. So.
12 of them that still died in this phase. So on 4-ups, they're going to come back. Pretty good. Gonna get 7 of those back. So the leader on his 3s and 3s. 2 hits, 1 wound, no rend. Made it. We got trick shots now. And then the rest on 3s and 4s. That looks like 5 of them at no rend.
Need 1 again. 1 more is gonna die.
I'll take it. I believe that's our last combat, right?
Yep.
So I am going to spend the command point, obviously, to auto-pass Battle Shock on those skeletons. Otherwise, I'd be looking at all of them running away. But that was pretty effective, the way they swarmed back there.
Yeah, that was really good.
They were on the brink.
I owe you a battle. I'm going to auto-pass the Battle Shock here, so I should have no command points after that. And then I lost 3.
They are at -1 bravery near those skeletons.
They get +1 from their thing, and they are eating, so they're plus another 2. So it'd be 9 down to 8. They lost 3 on 6. I could lose another one. No.
Okay. 3 victory points for me, and we'll go into the bottom of round 2.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is empty my maw pots. So it's when it's full, I can it's going to be activated, so I can heal D3 wounds allocated to friendly ogre units within 36. So we're going to start here, D3 for 3. He's going to be at 5. Or, I'm sorry, at 3. This guy that has 2 on him.
What?
This will be dead. Or, no longer wounded. He, D3. Just 1. Still 2 wounds on this guy. And this guy. He'll heal 3. He'll be full health.
Okay.
So now my pot is empty though.
Sure.
Please go away.
There's a chance it can refill, right?
Shield. Yeah, I have to kill something with an 8.
Got
it. My Slaughter Master is going to reach into the pot. What I really want is a 3 or 4. I'm going to roll over there. That didn't count.
And you can do that even though it's empty?
This is on his own pot.
Oh, got it. Yeah, he drags around in his pot.
He got a 5. Let me see what a 5 does. On a 5, I don't have any units within 6, so he's going to roll again. He will not do anything. Then we will attempt to cast the Butcher's spell. His spell goes off on a 7. It's called Voracious Maw. It's going to go off on a 9.
Okay, I will attempt to unbind with Manfred. Goes off.
Okay, so he picks 1 enemy unit within 18 of the caster is visible. Unit suffers D3. So D3 on there for 2. Then
On whom?
on Manfred.
Okay.
And then
6 ups. Made 1, takes 1.
Does he get to ignore
ignores
it?
the first one. Yeah.
okay. And then on a 1 or a 2 or a 3, it's done. On a 4 plus, I keep going. It's done. He is going to attempt to roll Rib Cracker. He is going to do Arcane Bolt. He's going to get down a 6.
Okay. Manfred will attempt to unbind that one. Actually, Necromancer blocked it.
Okay. And then Slaughter Master is going to attempt to cast Rib Cracker. He is +1 still, so this will go off on a 6. Got it on a 6.
4 dry. Goes off.
He is going to put it on the unit of Skellies right there.
Okay, they are effectively +1 rend against them.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Appropriate against the skeletons.
yeah. And then he is also going to attempt to cast Blood Feast.
Sure.
I should have tried to cast Greasy Deluge. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's not going to go off.
Okay.
Is there anything else to do in the hero phase? No. I'm going to go into movement.
So here's where we sit at the end of the movement phase in the bottom of 2. Still locked up with the ogres and skeletons over here, and the, what are those guys called?
Iron Guts.
The Iron Guts look like they're coming in for a charge.
Okay, so shooting, these guys, since they didn't move, they get D6 shots apiece, which, from my experience, means they'll do 2. They'll do 8
shots.
We are going to put... Who's got the better save between Manfred and... we're going to put them into...
They're both on a 3 up.
Or dry.
Okay.
So, it's going to be 8 attacks. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Yeah, there's just 4s and 3s. So it's going to be all 4 at -1.
Okay, 4 ups on Vordry. Saved 2 of them. 1 damage each?
Yep.
Okay, 2 damage on Vordry.
6 ups.
Oh yes, thank you. 6 ups. Okay.
A little cheeky couple wounds.
It counts.
Never minded that. And my tyrant has a nice little pistol attack. He's going to be +1 to hit, but he'll be -1 to wound, right?
Correct. I think that's only melee. Let me double check that. And only melee.
Alright, so this will be 3s and 3s. Both go through.
Into the Vangorian Lord?
Yeah, run -1.
Okay, 4 ups. Made 1.
D3.
Okay.
3-1.
Okay, 6 up. Made it.
A lot of wasted time. Charges. This is a 5-inch charge.
12.
Go 12.
Oh, that's really bad for me.
But because they're only 7, they're gonna hit.
On 6s. So killing that one, turn 1, was significant.
But they're gonna get into your Vanguard.
Sure.
For their allegiance ability, after it's just 1 enemy unit, I'm gonna pick Vangorian Lord.
Sure. And it's on 6s, correct?
Yeah, but it will be 12. 12. Looking
Average
for
says
6s.
2 here.
We got 1.
Okay. On a 6 up. Okay, 1 damage. I'll take that.
So he's got how many left?
5.
I don't think I have any more charges left to make.
So at the start of the combat phase, I'm going to use the Rousing Commander ability from my general, the Avangori leader.
You don't have a command point.
It's not a command ability, it's his
gotcha.
command trait.
Shit.
He and vampire units wholly within 12 of him gain 1 wound characteristic and +1 damage.
And that's just free?
It's a command trait. Once per battle.
That's insane. Okay, sure.
So he has 6 wounds left.
Sure. I'm actually going to pile in with the Iron Guts first. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 into these, and then I'm going to have 3 into the Vangorian Lord because of the 2 injuries.
Okay, they're -1 to wound, and their rend is worsened.
Yep. So my leader is attacking in haste. I'm going to start with the 3 going into the Vangorian.
Sure.
These are going to hit on 2s. Not great. I was hoping for all of them to go through. And wound on 4s. Not great. 3 at Noran.
Okay. Then they're on 3 ups. Save 2. 1 goes through. That's 3 damage, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the other 4, including my leader, are going to go into your Twos. That's better. Oh, I gotta do my gulping bites back on the Vengorian.
Sure.
And 3.
This is -1 to wound as well.
4, sorry. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the Rend's ignored.
Yeah, they're -1 rend or whatever. Rend is worsened by 1, I should say. So these are 3-ups. Made all but 1.
3 damage.
Okay, that would normally kill 1, but because I used that ability, one of them has 1 health left.
And then 2 gulping bites are going to go on the Vengorian.
Okay.
These will be 2s and 4s. Both go through.
3-ups. Made them both.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the other. Two.
3-ups. Made them both.
Roland's hot.
Do you mind if I roll Deathless Minions for those?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So 3 Deathless Minions for the Vengorian. Made none of those. The Blood Knights on 6s, but they get to reroll 1s. None of them. Okay, didn't matter. My activation, I will put all of the attacks into the Tyrant from the Vengorian. How much health does he have left?
5.
5. Yeah, I think all of the attacks from the Vengorian into the Tyrant. So he's at +1 damage on all of his attacks. None of his attacks are mount attacks, fortunately. So these are 3s and 3s. These are the saber attacks. That is 3 at -1.
3 4s. I made 2 damage.
3 damage.
This added 1 to his damage.
Yeah.
Or 1 to his attacks.
1 to his damage. And then his Gored-Wrenched Talons on 4s and 3s. 2 hits. 1 wound at -1.
4. Nope.
D6 +1. 2. Okay, and then the Impaling Tail attacks are wasted, but that's alright. Your activation.
I'm going to go with... So it's going to be 25.
Okay.
25 hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Ugh, bad roll. It's basically 9, 12, 13 at -1 round, essentially.
Okay. 10, 13 at 6-ups. Made 2 of them, so that's 11, that's 22.
Yep.
22 damage. So these are 6-ups, re-rolling 1s. Alright, so I will pull out the 6s here, and I've got 5, 10, 15, 19 of them die. That's most of them.
I actually need more attacks. 3s or 2s. Just 2 more. I only counted 8 and there was 9.
2 more 6-ups and 6-ups.
Yep.
Made neither, so 4 6-ups, rerolling 1s. Nope. 4 more dead.
Do you have any left?
That's gonna leave 2.
All right, gotta do 2 more.
The champion and the banner bearer.
So this is gonna be 2s. I'll hit this. 3s. 3, 6, 7, and essentially
7 6-ups. Made 1, and then
just 1 damage.
6s. Rerolling the 1, and that is the unit. So coming in with the Blood Knights, still have all of them alive, so that's going to be 16 of their sword attacks. Let's see. And they are currently on 3s and 3s. That is going to be 5, 10 at -1.
They always have round?
Yeah. The swords and lances do.
Oh. I'm sorry, how many is that?
10 at -1.
10. Made 3, 7 go through 14.
2 damage apiece.
Jesus. 8, 12.
And then their mount attacks. 15 4s and 4s. These do not get the +1 damage. That is going to be 4 at no rent.
4 Nope, 3 more go through.
Just 1 damage apiece on those. Alright, do you have any more activations?
Nope.
And my zombie is going to activate. He gets to pile in
No, he
6
doesn't
inches.
get to pile.
He's
Oh, he
6
does.
inch eligible, all that.
Yeah.
So on 6, nope. Alright, I think at the end of the combat phase then?
Yep.
Okay. Both the Vangorian and the Blood Knights are going to benefit from the hunger. They both slew models in this combat phase. So the Vangorian's going to heal D3, gets 3 back, and the Blood Knights get 2 back. Which is significant because they no longer are +1 wound.
I owe you Battle Shock on the Iron Guts. They are 7 bravery +2, 9. Do they get minus?
They are -1 because of the zombie. Because that lone zombie is the most terrifying
so
thing
they had
in my army.
8. I lost 4. So on a 5 or a 6, I will lose another.
Oh. I believe that means that you lose control of that objective as well.
Yeah, it does. You don't have Battle Shock anywhere. Roll for priority.
Yeah, so scoring, you lost control of these over here. You still control that one over there and that one, obviously, so 2 points.
Yep.
All right. So how are you feeling at the end of round 2?
I am regretting not taking the double turn there. I thought that my ogres would hold up better in the center objective. And now, in retrospect, if I just charge, I'm going to do a lot more damage to Vordry and not lose so many bodies without them having ever attacked.
I didn't expect to kill quite as many of those gluttons in the center as I did. That was really consequential. The skeletons just being able to body up such a impactful unit for a full turn, they didn't have a lot of output. They just were a wonderful tar pit.
Mm-hmm. They were very effective.
How are you feeling about the Vengorian Lord?
The -1 rend has been very good. What's his save?
3 up.
Yeah. He ends up being a lot tankier than you realize.
Sure. All right, big priority roll. 5. I will take it. They say you should never take the turn unless you think you can put the game away, and that's what I'm going to do here if I can manage it.
I am going to take away the center objective back there.
Okay, so this one is gone, and this one is gone.
No, that one back there.
Okay, this one's gone, and this one's gone. Still have this T shape here. All right, into hero phase. We're going to be in the top of round 3. And it is Soulblight Gravelords. I'm going to start by casting Amethystine Pinions on the Vengorian. Or actually, I'm going to start by bringing back D3 zombies into this unit with his invocation. And I'll get 3 of them. And then I'm going to start with Amethystine Pinions on the Vengorian. Fail it on a 2. Vordry is going to cast Quick Blood, his War Scroll spell. He fails it on a 5. Manfred is going to cast his War Scroll spell. Fails it on a 2. Manfred is going to cast Fading Vigor on your larger unit of Gluttons. And that, I think, fails on a 6. Let me double check that.
It's kind of magic phase I like.
It goes off on a 6. You can attempt to unbind.
I'm +1, so it's going to be a 6 on dice. It will be unbound.
Okay. So no spells successfully cast. The Necromancer is going to attempt to cast Mystic Shield on himself. Actually, he's going to go for an Arcane Bolt. It's going off on an 8.
Attempt to unbind. I will need an 8 on dice. Nope, that's going to go through.
Okay. He's going to put it on the only unit he can reach there, the big unit. 1 mortal wound. Because I failed the Quick Blood, I didn't really want to have to do that this turn, but because I failed the Quick Blood, Manfred is going to pop his command ability for +1 hit, +1 wound in that bubble. So, also in the hero phase, technically at the start of the hero phase, the Vengorian has to check whether he is going to be bloodthirsty or commanding. And he rolled a 6, so he is still commanding, not running and charging yet. But that is perfectly all right. Alright, here's how things look after the movement phase. Manfred and Vordry are ready to charge in on this side. And then over here we get the Blood Knights locked up with this last Ogre. Vordry's going to do it on a 3 up. Yep, D6 mortal wounds into the big unit.
Sure.
6.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
Right, charging first with the Vengorian. He has got an 8, so he's going to make it in.
Try to go behind.
I'm going to go just like that.
Is his fully within 12?
Yes. But I don't think I'm going to be able to keep the Vengorian on them if Manfred piles in. The Vordry is then going to charge. He got a 5. That'll get him in somewhere. And Manfred's going to charge as well. He's got a 6. So I think I'm going to tag in both of those units there. All right. Gonna activate first then with Boar Dry. He really is my beat stick here. He's gonna put all of his attacks into that large unit. +1 hit, +1 wound. All right, 4 lance attacks on 2s and 2s. All of them hit. 3 at -3 currently.
They're gonna go through.
They are 4 damage each on the charge. Three snapping maw attacks at 3s and 2s. All of them hit.
So wait, you did 12 damage?
Yeah. And all of them wound at -2.
Those go right through.
Okay. D6 damage each. 9 damage total.
Yep.
And then 7 claw attacks currently on 3s and 2s. That is going to be 4 at -1.
4 6-ups. Need 1 damage.
2 damage apiece.
So I have 1 left on 2. I'm gonna go with these 2.
Sure.
This will be 7 attacks.
Okay. -1 to wound, -1.
16 on 3s. Ugh. Wounding on 4s. 2 at Norend.
3s. Made 1. How much damage? 2. Okay, he's up to 7 wounds taken.
Is he still +1 wound?
No. He's +1 damage.
3s. And 4s. Nope.
Okay. I will then activate with the Blood Knights, I think. And they are not on the charge. They no longer have the one-time use ability, so their attacks are going to be significantly less impactful. 16 swords and lances. These are on 3s and 3s. Reroll that one. And 3s. That is 7 at -1.
7 5-ups. I made all but 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just 1 damage each.
You got your horsies.
Yep. Hooves and teeth. 4s and 4s. Seven hits. And it looks like only 3 wounds. No rend on these.
3 4-ups. He's gonna survive. I'm gonna attack with my butcher.
Sure.
3 attacks. There's no negatives, right?
Nope.
3s. Ugh. And then a gulping bite. 3.
It's not great, though.
No, 3. Nope. You bite.
Alright, I will prioritize trying to kill this guy before he can activate. Piling the zombies, they're 6 inches. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. 6 of their mortals. So 2 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 at no rend.
4 Ooh.
Alright, they survive.
I'm going to put my 2 lead belchers in. These guys need to do some shit. They have 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 2 at -1.
2 at -1 on Manfred. He is on 4s. Made 1, 2 damage. 6s. He ignores the first damage, and so he takes 1 damage.
2 gulping bites. 1 at Nora.
3. Made it. I'll activate then next with, I guess it doesn't matter, the Vangorian. Unless I'm missing something.
Nope.
Alright, so he has got 3s and 3s. 3 hits. These are his Nightmare Saber attacks. 1 wound at -1.
1 wound at -1?
Yep.
This is a 6-up.
Nope. 2 damage. 3 damage, sorry. And then his Gore Drenched Talons. These are on 4s and 3s. All 3 hit. And 2 wound at -1.
2 6-ups.
Nope. Each of these d6 plus 1.
Oh.
14 damage.
I'm going to attack with my Iron Gut. So, because some of them fled from shock last time, he will be able to reroll hit, wound, and save rolls of 1. Oh, I should have saw that. So these are going to be hitting after you're rerolling?
Sure. Into the Blood Knights, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. And then 3's to wound. It'll be 2 at -1.
Alright, that's on 4-ups. Save neither. 3 damage each. Okay, that's going to kill effectively. This one had healed to 1. So it's going to kill 2 of them effectively. And this guy's going to have 1 damage on him.
And then the Gulping Bite.
Sure.
3. And 3. No random.
3. Okay, 1 damage.
Yep.
I've got Manfred next. He is going to split his attacks a little bit. The Ebon Claws are going to go into the Butcher, everything else into the Leadbelchers. So I've got 4 Geistboar attacks. These are into the Leadbelchers on 2s and 2s. That is 4 at -2, I believe. -1.
4 at -1. On the Leadbelcher.
That's correct.
These are 6-ups. Need 1.
Okay, D3 each. That is 6.
Level 3.
And then the Ebon Claws, he's at 6 of them on 3s and 2s.
Oh shit. My saber should have been a 5-up, but let's do it now. No.
That is 3 up -2 onto the Butcher.
Those go right through.
2 damage each.
You have any attacks up?
I do not. Well, I do, but they were all allocated into the Belchers.
Three. And 3. I'll go through at no run.
3 ups. 2 damage each. Okay. 6s. And that is 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's taken 6 at the end of the combat
I'm
phase.
not done yet.
Oh, yeah.
3. No. 9.
Okay. So at the end of the combat phase, he slew a model. He's going to heal D3. He gets 2 back. My Vangorian. So he had taken 6.
So he's at 4.
He's now at 4. Vangorian, same thing. He gets 2 back.
No, I can't pass it, so he's dead.
Alright, at the end of the Battle Shock phase, I slew 1, 2, 3 of your units. Am I missing any?
1, 2, 3.
So on a 2-up, I will get a half-strength unit back. Yes, so that's going to be 15 skeletons coming in here. And I'll score that objective as well.
Oh, I'm going to call it. So I really think at the end of the game, I think it's a different game if I take the double.
I think so. I think you would have at least impacted the incoming damage that you were going to take pretty significantly. Manfred was just going to let you charge into him and then teleport away, of course. But
yeah, I could have charge into him as well, right?
Vordry is very, very killy on the charge, so being able to charge him instead of getting charged by him is a really big deal.
Yeah. They're not realizing, kind of like what happened with the Iron Guts over here for you, not realizing how just lethal he was going to be. I definitely should have charged him, taken the second turn, and just tried to take off as many models as I could at that point.
Sure. The awkward thing
is
about
just impossible to deal wounds to.
Yeah, he's a beast. A 3-up save, and then he only fights when he wants to fight.
This vampire like allegiance is so strong.
Kastelai?
Yeah.
The funny thing is that I don't think that this is the best in the book.
Well, you think the one with the wolves is, right?
Virkos, yeah. And I don't think it necessarily runs a lot of wolves, but...
But just being able to spend a 3+1 damage +1... What is it? +1 damage +1...
Wound characteristic.
That's insane for
That's a
free.
good command trait.
His bubble is in-fucking-sane.
The funny thing about his command ability is that the Coven Throne's command ability is stronger, and in Virkos, you can use it for free every turn.
Yeah, I mean, the army is so killy.
It's certainly interesting. It has its limitations. It's going to struggle in a shooting meta.
Yeah. But when I'm just trying to run models into it, and I don't take a double turn, I think you're in good shape.
Sure.
No, great game.
Good game.
I gotta rewatch the film, see what I did wrong.
Yeah, we've got tape to watch now.
Yeah.
It's like a football team.
The all 22. I'm gonna watch and see exactly what I did wrong.
Thanks everybody who stuck around to the end. Another exciting win for the Soulblight. It looked bleak in the beginning, but again, there's some real power in this book. Vordry is an absolute beast. Manfred is incredibly difficult to deal with, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of this book holds. So we'll have some more battle reports for you soon. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what we can improve on, and we'll be happy to reply to any comments you leave. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.